Spartacus, a name synonymous with rebellion, courage, and the pursuit of freedom, echoes through history. He was a gladiator who became a symbol of resistance against oppression. His slave revolt challenged the might of the Roman Republic. Spartacus's story is one of incredible bravery and military prowess. But who was the man behind the legend? What is historical fact and what is myth? Little is known about Spartacus's early life. His story, shrouded in mystery, has intrigued historians and enthusiasts for centuries. We do know he was a gladiator who fought in the brutal arenas of ancient Rome. These arenas were places of bloodshed and spectacle, where men fought to the death for the entertainment of the masses. Some historians believe he was once a soldier in the Roman army. This theory suggests that he might have received military training, which later helped him in his revolt against Rome. Others suggest he may have been a prisoner of war, captured and sold into slavery. This was a common fate for many who opposed Rome, and it would explain his deep-seated resentment towards the empire. His origins remain shrouded in mystery, adding to the enigma of Spartacus. The lack of concrete evidence leaves much to the imagination, allowing for various interpretations of his early life. His birthplace is often cited as Thrace, a region in southeast Europe. Thrace was a land known for its rugged terrain and fierce inhabitants. Thrace was known for its fierce warriors. The Thracians were a people who valued strength and combat prowess, traits that Spartacus would later exhibit in his battles. If Spartacus was indeed Thracian, it would explain his military skills. His ability to lead and inspire others in combat could have been honed from a young age in this warrior culture. However, the exact details of his early life remain a subject of debate among historians. The scarcity of reliable sources means that much of what we know is based on speculation and interpretation of ancient texts. Despite the mysteries surrounding his origins, Spartacus's legacy as a symbol of resistance and freedom endures. His story continues to captivate and inspire, reminding us of the enduring human spirit in the face of oppression. Around 73 BC, Spartacus was at a gladiatorial training school in Capua. This was a place where men were trained to fight for the entertainment of the Roman public, often to the death. Spartacus, originally from Thrace, had been captured and sold into slavery, forced to endure the brutal life of a gladiator. He and a group of gladiators, desperate for freedom, staged a daring escape. They seized kitchen utensils and makeshift weapons, overpowering their guards in a bold and bloody confrontation. This was not just a bid for freedom, but a statement against the oppressive Roman system. They overwhelmed their guards and fled to the slopes of Mount Vesuvius. The rugged terrain provided a natural fortress, offering them a strategic advantage against the pursuing Roman forces. Here they regrouped and planned their next moves. This act of defiance ignited a spark of rebellion that would engulf Rome. News of their escape spread quickly, inspiring other slaves and oppressed people to rise up against their masters. The rebellion grew, shaking the foundations of Roman society. Spartacus's leadership qualities quickly became evident. He was not just a fierce warrior, but also a visionary leader. He understood the importance of unity and discipline among his followers. He rallied the escaped slaves and instilled in them a sense of purpose. Under his guidance, they transformed from a disorganized group of fugitives into a cohesive fighting force. Spartacus emphasized the importance of strategy and training. His charisma and tactical brilliance attracted thousands more to his cause. People from all walks of life, including other slaves, disenfranchised citizens, and even some Roman soldiers, joined his ranks, drawn by his vision of freedom and equality. The group, initially a band of desperate fugitives, transformed into a disciplined fighting force under Spartacus's command. They conducted raids, gathered supplies, and trained rigorously. Spartacus's army became a formidable opponent, challenging the might of Rome itself. The slave revolt led by Spartacus, known as the Third Servile War, posed a serious threat to the Roman Republic. This conflict, which began in 73 BC, was the last in a series of slave uprisings against the Roman state. Spartacus, a Thracian gladiator, emerged as the leader of this formidable rebellion. Spartacus's forces, swelled by runaway slaves and even some freemen, inflicted several defeats upon Roman legions. These victories were not just military successes, they were symbolic of the slaves' desperate fight for freedom and dignity. The Roman legions, accustomed to swift victories, found themselves repeatedly outmatched. His victories sent shockwaves through the Roman world. The Roman Senate, initially dismissive of the revolt, soon realized the gravity of the situation. Panic spread through the cities as news of Spartacus's triumphs reached the populace. The fear of a full-scale slave rebellion loomed large. The slaves, once seen as mere possessions, were now a formidable enemy. They fought with a tenacity and resolve that surprised the Roman soldiers. The transformation from subjugated individuals to fierce warriors was a testament to their unyielding spirit and desire for liberation. One of the most remarkable aspects of the revolt was Spartacus's ability to outmaneuver and outsmart the Roman army. His strategic acumen was evident in the way he planned and executed his battles. Spartacus's leadership was not just about brute force, it was about intelligent warfare. He employed guerrilla tactics, using his knowledge of the Italian terrain to his advantage. The rugged landscapes of Italy became his ally, allowing his forces to launch surprise attacks and then vanish into the countryside. This unconventional warfare baffled the Roman commanders. Spartacus's victories demonstrated his strategic brilliance. Each triumph was a blow to the Roman pride and a beacon of hope for the oppressed. His ability to inspire and lead a diverse group of followers was unparalleled. He was more than just a gladiator. He was a skilled military leader. Spartacus's legacy is not just one of rebellion, but of extraordinary leadership and the relentless pursuit of freedom. His story continues to inspire and remind us of the enduring human spirit. The legend of Spartacus has been embellished and romanticized over the centuries. He has been portrayed in literature, film, and television as a noble hero fighting for a just cause. While there's no doubt he was a courageous leader, it's important to separate historical fact from fictional narratives. The 1960 film Spartacus, starring Kirk Douglas, remains a classic. However, it takes significant liberties with historical accuracy. The film portrays Spartacus as a freedom fighter seeking to abolish slavery altogether. While a noble goal, it doesn't align with the evidence we have. Despite the lack of clear historical evidence about his goals, Spartacus's impact is undeniable. His rebellion shook the Roman Republic to its core. It exposed the vulnerabilities of a society heavily reliant on slave labor. The revolt forced Rome to confront the consequences of its brutal system. Spartacus's name has resonated across time as a symbol of resistance against tyranny. He has inspired countless individuals fighting for freedom and equality. His legacy transcends the boundaries of ancient history, serving as a timeless reminder of the human spirit's indomitable will to break free from oppression. Spartacus remains an enigmatic figure, his true motivations lost to the mists of time. Was he a visionary leader aiming to overthrow the system of slavery? Or was he a skilled warrior seeking freedom for himself and his followers? The evidence is inconclusive, yet what remains clear is the impact of his rebellion. Spartacus challenged the Roman Republic and inspired generations to fight for their freedom. His story reminds us that even the most powerful empires can be challenged by the courage and determination of those who seek liberation.